All right, so one of the things that I have been staring at is this cut here that's in the front here, in the bow. You can see somebody took a chunk out under there, and I want to repair that. Now, the reason why they did it, I think, is because there's some negative space in here, and maybe they were using it as an anchor locker, which I think is a good idea. I just think that probably what I would do is, instead of having the anchor locker go through that little cutout right there, which is kind of ugly, I would maybe do it through the top here and change the overall way that the anchor sits up front. And similar to like what we have on the Cheetah, there's a cutout here, and the anchor goes in this way and nests down into just kind of like a holder in the front, and then all the rope would sit down there. All the rode and chain would sit down in there. So I am looking at that, and then obviously you can see there's a ton of damage up here in the front. There's this chunks of wood and rotten stuff all up in through here, and I'm gonna pull out, and then clean this up. The whole front of this bow is just damaged, and somebody ran into something, it looks like, and then you got a big gaping crack here. So I'm propping everything up to clean it up. I don't know if I should pull the whole cap off or not, but I think that might be a little excessive, but sure would be nice to have it off. But it's going to take some considerable manpower that I don't have. I could get some buddies over here and get it off of there, but I'm thinking that might not be necessary if I can prop it up properly and clean that whole situation up. Other thing I've been looking at is getting this whole thing propped up off the trailer so I can properly remove all of the bottom paint. Thinking cinder blocks, and a friend/client of mine gave me a bunch of 4x4s from an old fence that he was taking down. So I'm thinking if I use these, spread them across the bottom, jack it up, lift it up, I can pull the trailer out inch by inch, and then I can get the bottom all cleaned up and repaired. There's a bunch of scratches and gouges under there. So yeah, and you can see I got the gas tank seated in there. I've got the front bulkhead in and ready to be glassed in, and I've got the dimensions for the rear bulkhead. I just haven't cut it and glassed it yet. I gotta do that. Lots to do yet, so I don't know, let's get started. Well, it's not perfect, as with any fiberglass patch that I do. It's not perfect, but we'll figure it out and smooth it out. We got a good foundation now. It's nice and thick. Let it cure, and then kind of go from there. See how it goes. I think it's gonna be all right. I like it. So Yeah, beautiful day out too. So got that going for us.